Yes. All right, I got my timer. I know I'm going to get kicked out. Okay, let's find out. Okay, they asked me to talk about the future of food. I said to myself, if I knew the recipe, I would be done, but I don't know. I don't say I'm going to talk about myself and the way I see my future of food. Okay, I started in England 20 years ago. It doesn't decide to work. It's working? That's it. Okay, in the middle of the countryside. After Paris, I decided to come to London, to Ladlow, a small town where I made some great friends, and I started this little restaurant. 3 of us in the kitchen, tiny restaurant. And after 7 years, you start going through, you try to change the restaurant, change the food, and you find yourself never happy. And whatever hard you try, you're not happy. You start thinking about different projects, lots of different things, and you think, you know what, why I'm not happy is because where we are. And I'm a big believer for myself, if I'm not happy, the food will represent it. Okay, I tried to pick some picture online today with the help of a friend of mine, and we find this. That was 16 years ago. Some of these food were, they will say it's old-fashioned, but it was full of flavor and really, really simple, and something quite special to us. After this amount of time, I decided to have the opportunity to move to London. And the idea of it was, let's find a restaurant in the middle of London and try to reproduce what we've done in Ladlow. And that was a bit of a mistake, to be honest. We tried to bring back the same feelings, the wood and all of this, and it made the restaurant very stuffy. Very stuffy, very pretentious. And the same, it was a new building. It looked like an office. It was the look of an office. Nothing really interesting with it. But you try to do. It's the same. 7 years, you start changing. You do your food, and it's going. And one day, I decided to sit in my own restaurant and eat my food. And I sit in that place, and I say, you know what? I don't want to be here. This is not me. This is not the food I want to do. And I said, you know what? Let's refurbish it. Always trying to find something to keep you going. We said we need to refurbish it, to do something where I feel a bit more relaxed, always in a building where it's an office. It looks like an office. So we refurbish it, we make it a bit lighter, less pomper, more relaxed, took some of the skirting off. Definitely, you could feel the atmosphere in a restaurant. You could feel people be louder, very happy. It was sometimes the restaurant is full. You feel like you was in Old Trafford, really noisy. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a 2 Michelin star restaurant where actually you can't hear your next door neighbor, not because they're talking slowly, but because the place is noisy. And the idea of the fine dining where you think is old-fashioned, boring, it's wrong somewhere down the line. You have to represent yourself. So we did this. We started changing the food. Look, I look great. I look very happy. And we started changing the food. That was my best smile, by the way, on that one. We started changing the food, make it a bit more lighter, representing the way of the restaurant. And the same, you start looking about where you are, what you want to do. And you think, okay, I have no choice. We want to keep pushing, keep going on doing what we do. But we start listening to what's going on in the world. And you got the idea of the changing towards different style of food, different place. I'm just checking where I am on my presentation. Yeah. Look, we start doing the tasting menu only. And I thought, you know what? Great way to be consistent. We have staff issue like everybody. We can't really find the stuff what we want to do. Let's go for a tasting menu. And we tried it. We tried it for 9 months. After 9 months, I looked like I was losing some of my early customers. The people in the middle of London who come after work at 6 o'clock, 6:30, have an early meal, and go back by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and go home. We lost these people. And I came back to work on a Tuesday, and I said, fuck that. That's what I'm going to do to my tasting menu. And that's it. I said to myself, who I am, to be in the middle of London and think, you eat this. That's what I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to charge you a lot of money for it. And that's why the business was going down. But the food was getting great, and you find yourself going with different style and be lighter because you're more precise. I was saying to my head chef at the time, I said, it's fucking boring. Yeah, I'm happy with the food, but it's really boring. So we say, okay, you know what? We're going to change. We are going to back to basic. I really enjoy the style of food we want to do. Donc I sold the restaurant. That's it. I sold it. I had an offer. And I said to myself, you know what? I want to cook what I want to cook somewhere else. I put the restaurant on the market. I've got an offer. I said, wow, if that guy is ready to pay that amount of money, please have it. The mise en place in the fridge, have everything. I'm out of there. Look, I give it to him. And I had an offer to move to the Michelin building. Now, this is a fantastic building in the middle of Chelsea. It used to be the Michelin office where they used to sell the tire. I said to myself, as a Frenchman, can't it be more French than this? So, okay, we are going to do this. And I want to go back to what I love cooking, where is French food to its best. Donc the restaurant is very light, a lot of lightness to it, very spacious. But I want to cook food where you bring back my childhood memory, place I've been working in France. And it sounds maybe old-fashioned because people, when you see what's happened before, all the style of food come lighter, more precise. I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck where my chicken come from. Until I've got a great chicken, it can come from Scotland, it can come from France, it can come from Italy, until it's the best produce to deliver to these people. That's what I wanted to do. So we've gone on that direction. And we go back to dishes like this, where you think, wow, I mean, when I done that early, that lady who did that said, what is this? This is a pig bladder, the chicken in it. And it's so old-fashioned style, but we're talking about sous vide, we're talking about, this was one of the first sous vide, like Andrew mentioned earlier. This has been done long time ago. And I'm a big believer you can use classic style, classic technique with modern touches. And this is really something very, very special for me. So we are going to do dishes like this with brain, lamb brain, the old-fashioned way, cooking brown butter, you know, very healthy for you. You don't have a physique like this by eating this. You need to realize this.
Eh oui, c'est de la cervelle.
Eh oui, c'est de la cervelle. And that's it, you know, I think this is what food, the future of food is, in my eyes, is you need to be happy and need to believe in what you do and not follow the trend. And trends are dangerous. I know it was dangerous for myself because I could put my business down if I was carrying on this, on the idea of the tasting menu and keeping this and feel like I'm going to give you an experience. My view of an experience in a restaurant, it's having a great time. It's great food, serving in a friendly atmosphere, and with the best produce you can get. This is my vision. I think it's the right way for myself to do it, and I hope it works. But I think it's very important to eat your own food, understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, where you are doing it. And from that moment, decide to change. And when I changed the first time, people said to me, Claude, are you actually ready to lose everything you own in that little restaurant in Ludlow to start doing in London? And I say, yes, I will do it. I will take the risk. And I'm doing the same again now. Because at the end, accolade is great. You'll be recognized. That's why I'm here today. Because we've been recognized with some accolades from different books. But is really that make you happy? This is the thing. So I'm ready to start again. We're going to get out of every guides, and we're going to start again doing the food we want to do. And this is my view on the topic of this week, the future of food. Thank you very much.